Does this goddamn song ever end? Merry Christmas, bitches!
Your life.
I just spilled water on me. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of H&H. As always, I'm your host, TJ. Joined tonight by my good friend, Mr. Rob Collins of Taint Bad Productions. You guys have heard me talk about him. You've heard me talk about his company. And now he is here in the flesh. What's up, Rob? Thanks for being on the show.
No problem, man. Happy to be here.
Yes. So how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just hanging out in the H&H studio.
Ooh. Yes. There you go. I've been wanting to have you on for a while. I know, like I said, I've been talking about you for a while and talking about having you on for a while, so I'm glad that we're finally doing this.
Hell yeah, man. Happy to be here.
Been looking forward to it. Tonight we have a good show. We are going to talk about Jack Frost. Hey, Hannah. Tonight we're going to talk about Jack Frost, and then we're also going to talk about Black Christmas.
Yeah.
When we first started talking about having Rob on tonight, we asked him what movies he would like to talk about, and he said he really liked Jack Frost and Black Christmas. So to accommodate him, that's what we're going to talk about. Besides, I like those movies anyway. So unplug what?
The mic.
Stand by. Is that better? Yo, 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 yo. JTT, your voices are super deep.
That's just me regularly.
Yeah, his voice is naturally super deep.
Yeah.
Tonight, I didn't even mention, tonight is Ugly Sweater Night. Tonight we're having the Ugly Sweater Party, if you will.
Yeah.
Rob's got he broke out his fancy attire. He's got the tie and everything.
So I'm here to party.
That's right. And I've got Santa in the ugly sweater, and my awesome hat, Meowie Xmas. Thank you, Andrew, for that. Rihanna, hey, thank you for tuning in. Lana, hello. Mr. Alex, thank you for tuning in as always. I think Travis is doing that deep voice thing that Star-Lord does in Avengers Infinity. He's trying to match Rob's masculinity.
Let me look and see.
I can't even come close to Rob's level of masculinity. Josh DeForge, hello, Josh. I actually need to message you. I have an ornament for you, sir. So I will be messaging you probably tomorrow, probably, Josh. One of y'all skinny. It's one of those tall ass skinny guys who has such a deep voice that catches you off guard.
Yeah.
I know when I first met him too, like I wasn't expecting his voice to be so deep and booming, but
Yeah.
it is. Much more butch than usual. Ryan, thank you for tuning in. Hannah, Sean, hello, sir. Brandon Pruitt, as always, Mr. Brandon Pruitt, thank you for tuning in. My ugly sweater puts yours to shame. Did you put it up? Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. I'm curious to see what your ugly sweater is, Brandon. But anyway.
Mine's the best.
Mine's the best.
Did you hang my stocking yet? As a matter of fact, right there in the middle, the green one. Lana, there's yours. And then I've got Sean Burkett's got one down at the bottom. Of course, we have Tiny Prue. Michelle. Rob up at the top. Oh, and our stockings that Mary finally did.
Yeah.
I know that we only had placeholder stockings, regular, what were they, green and red? Regular green and red stockings for me and Andrew, but those were only placeholders because Andrew's girlfriend, Mary, has been working diligently for the last week or two to make these ones for us, the special H&H ones with the gray stocking and the nice, soft, fuzzy lining on the top with the H&H on them. So, Mary, I don't know if you're watching or not, but I'll tell Andrew to tell you himself. Thank you so much. I love them. We both love them. They look great. And I just noticed you have a Chip and Dale shirt on. Did she? Mary, thank you for tuning in. I love the stockings. Thank you so much. You did such a good job on them. I'm really happy with them.
They look
Thank
good.
you. Why can't we give you bits on Twitch? That's a question for Andrew because I don't know what bits are.
Because we're not affiliated yet. We're trying to get to 50.
Oh, okay. We are trying. Josh, we cannot get bits, whatever those are.
That's money.
Oh, yeah. We can't get bits yet because we are not affiliated yet. We are trying to get affiliated. Once we hit 50 followers on Twitch, that's when we're doing the jump. We're going to be mainly streaming on Twitch at that point, and then that's when.
We might even make collector's cards too.
Yeah, we might even be doing like a collector's card type thing on Twitch. I don't know what any of this stuff means, and this is all stuff that Andrew has told me. I don't know anything about Twitch, so I just tell you what Andrew tells me. Drinking beer out of an actual cup. I'm actually drinking water tonight, Hannah. So Sean and Rob get stockings. Sounds like I have some hoodies. Jesus Christ.
The second time, or first time I seen him come in, isn't it?
As a matter of fact, Ryan, I'll have you know that you did have a stocking, but I handed it to Andrew and he put his fingers all over it and fucked up your goddamn name. Andrew.
You are a liar.
In his defense, it was my fault. I handed it to him backwards. He didn't know that the paint was wet, and so it was a mutual fuck up. But you did have a stocking, but now you don't because your name's fucked up on it. Sorry, Ryan. Yeah, it's.
It's like Tiny Prue wrote it.
We have 3 average viewers. We need to have 3 average viewers and 50 followers.
Yeah, I think we have 3 average viewers.
I was gonna say I don't think that's a problem.
No.
I made a Twitch to follow you and Alex. Like,
did you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Like you guys and Alex.
Yeah. There you go. Sweet. That's awesome. That's what everybody needs to do.
Just make a Twitch to follow Heckles and Horror.
Yeah, to get us to 50. God damn it. Don't give you less on Twitch. Yeah, Alex, you really do, because like I said, I really don't know much about Twitch at all. But yes, I'm drinking water because I didn't have time to stop and get beer and do what? God damn it, Hannah. All right. Anyway, now that all the shit talking's gone underway, let's get started into the show.
Keep going. You're fine.
First off, like I said, this is Rob Collins. I've talked about his company a lot. I'm Rob. Talked about his company a lot. Taint Bad Productions. You want to talk about it a little bit? Tell us what you do.
Yeah, we do a little bit of everything, really.
From him.
Do what?
Should have got a logo for you.
No, it's all good.
I should have sent you one.
I'm getting one right now.
All right.
It's all good. Taint Bad Productions. We do special effects. We do lighting. Basically a one-stop shop. If you need it, we'll figure out how to do it.
That is very true. Like I've seen you guys pull off some stuff that everybody else involved thought was going to be impossible. like the squib rig that you guys came up with. You want to talk about that a little bit? Oh my god, this thing.
Squib rig is nice. Okay, so we just have an air compressor. We made these. We took like a skid and just put some valves on it basically, and like hooked air tubes up to it, and we just hit it and it shoots a plunger up and just shoots a splurt of blood out, and just it's awesome looking.
And it's so cool, and it works out so well. And it's really awesome seeing like recording it on a phone in like slow motion or whatever, and watching it afterwards. Yes, it's just like, and it just looks so fucking awesome.
We got like 80 pounds of air pressure behind each blow, so it's like.
Yeah, it's so cool,
it's a
man.
gunshot.
And it works out so good. It's such an effective. I don't know how much you guys spent on making it, but it's such an effective, quick. It's just so it works out so well.
I feel like it's pretty safe for actors too.
Yeah, I mean that
like,
too. That's another thing too. Yeah. Because I know a lot of like Hollywood squibs. Like it's like they use like gunpowder and stuff. Right? It's like a tiny explosion.
Yeah, like they'll put like a thing of metal there, and I was like, nope, already not wanting to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's way safer. Don't have to worry about burns or explosions or anything like that. It's just air being pumped out of a tube, and it's super, super effective.
We have control over it the whole time too. There's no accidental discharge of it or anything.
Yeah, there's no premature ejaculation.
That's true.
On the squib. Rob seems like the chillest guy, down for everything.
That's pretty much me.
Rob is probably one of the chillest people I've ever met in my life. He seems real chill. He is super chill. We love Rob. We love working with him, and we're looking forward to. We got a big year. We
do.
Can't really talk about much, but we do have a big year.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Yes.
Let me moisturize them beards.
Miss Shady, thank you for tuning in. Anytime you want to moisturize these beards, you are more than welcome to.
She was on Santa Claus 3. That's the one.
Yeah, that's the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Santa Claus 3.
She was an elf.
She was an elf in it.
Huh.
She's a friend of Alex Gottman's. Alex brought her to the show.
Oh,
Thank you so much for tuning in, Miss Shady. You moisturize my beard. So yeah, let's move on. Speaking of Taint Bad, you do have you shot a short film earlier this year.
Yeah. It was earlier this year. Wow, the very beginning of this year.
Yep.
Is when we wrapped on Mr. Buzzkill the short.
Yep.
Holy crap. It's been
I know,
a long year.
great. I know, dude.
It's been a long year. Wow. Okay.
Do you want to talk about that? Like,
yeah.
What is Mr. Buzzkill? We will be showing it, but let's let Rob talk about it a little bit.
All right, Mr. Buzzkill is a short that I intended one day do a feature film, hopefully, God's willing. Sorry, I spaced out there for a second. So Mr. Buzzkill,
I do it all the time.
Mr. Buzzkill is, I don't want to say he's just like your run-of-the-mill slasher because that makes the movie sound super cliche, but he's I don't know. He kills people with a saw. He's kind of misunderstood a little bit, but the short doesn't really show all that, so I'm just going to shut up for a second. So, sorry. All right, what do you guys want to know? Ask me questions, I'll answer.
So, like, does he kill high people?
Okay, so...
Does he kill high people? Well, that's a good question.
His name is Mr. Buzzkill.
Mr. Buzzkill. All right, so I'll answer that. Okay, so anytime you catch a buzz of any sort in Mr. Buzzkill's territory, you will be killed.
So, like, if you, like, get super excited and you get, like, a dopamine high type deal, like, does that what you count?
No, that don't count. So, like...
You know what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah, I get you. Like, you get an altered state of mind. So, like, say, like, you, like, smoke a joint, or you drink a beer or something, you go have sex. You're fucked. Sorry, can I say that on here?
Have you seen the show? I just said premature ejaculation like 8 seconds ago.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. Sorry is also my catchphrase, guys.
It is.
We have a jar on set designated for when I say sorry, $5 every time.
Yeah, we're already up to $640,000.
That's how we're gonna make every movie.
Making it rain.
Making it rain. That's right. That's right.
But yeah.
Rihanna, thank you for jumping to Twitch. We are going to be moving to Twitch soon. Schedule like tomorrow. Alex, my schedule tomorrow is kind of my mom's birthday was yesterday, so I have birthday stuff with her that I have to do tomorrow. So tomorrow is not good, unfortunately. Get in, Sean. Don't try to talk to me about that. Ryan has acknowledged me. Let's not be ridiculous now, Andrew. All right. So, what was the inspiration for Mr. Buzzkill anyway?
All right.
Like, where did he come from?
A combination of my love for Leatherface and Victor Crowley. Like, I kind of wanted to mix those two, like, bad guys up and do my own little guy, my own little, I call him a hero, but
yeah,
my dream killer. That sounded bad. But he's a dream killer. No.
My dream killer.
No, he's the killer of my dreams. Let's say it that way.
There we go. Sounds sensual.
Yeah, man. But, okay, sorry.
Should have had a sorry counter.
I know.
It should have.
Damn.
Yeah, okay, so he was inspired by Victor Crowley and Leatherface.
It's a good combination.
So I thought, what a perfect weapon to use for a combination of those. A skill saw. Not a skill saw, is circular saw. Skill saw was the brand.
Well.
so I took apart a weed eater with the help of Stephen J. Hockey is my business partner at Taint Bad. Me and him took his old saw, circular saw, and then we took a weed eater and just kind of Frankensteined them together and made this gas-powered electric saw.
I've seen it. I've seen like the actual prop that you guys made. It looks awesome, and it turned out so good.
Right. We attached some blood tubes to that. You guys hear me going through puberty?
His voice just cracked.
Right. It's going to get deeper. Fucking yeah. So the saw looks real good.
God damn it, Brandon! I'm gonna fucking punch you.
He's not here yet. That's funny.
Brandon, you're a fucking bastard. But that we can keep count of stuff. Where's Jack? I don't know where Jack's at. I think he's streaming actually.
He is, yeah.
When you say he's streaming,
He is.
Jack is streaming on
Battlefront or Battlefield
Jack is streaming Battle something
over
on Game Hive.
Yeah.
That's where Jack is at. But yeah, the effects I've seen Mr. Buzzkill. Like I said, we are going to show it here momentarily. But I have seen it. The effects in it are really good. You and Steven are incredible effects artists.
Thank you. We try really hard at that. That's like our claim to fame. I feel like.
Oh yeah, and you guys like we've worked together on what 3 projects now. Is this
I'm counting Mr. Buzzkill because you were there when we rapped on it.
Yeah. Okay. So
Mr. Buzzkill.
CR. Don't fuck. And then the current. So yeah, 4. We've worked on 4 projects now together, and I can tell that you guys just you guys were good at the beginning, like on Mr. Buzzkill. You guys were already really good, but since then, you guys have just gotten exponentially fucking better, man.
Thanks, man.
Like I know that we can't talk much about Don't Fuck in the Woods 2, but when that movie finally comes out, oh my god, you guys are gonna. We've got. Is it this one? Mm-hmm. We've got Don't Fuck in the Woods 2 pins, which are super cool. Thanks to Sean Burkett for those. But when that movie comes out and you guys see the effects that Rob and Steven and Blaze all pulled together and were able to pull off and do, oh my god, it's. I can't talk a lot about it, but you guys are gonna shit yourselves. I know I'm gonna shit myself, and I was there for all of it. I saw all of it. But I'm just really excited for that movie to finally come out and be able to see your guys everybody's hard work, but especially the effects. Because the effects in that movie are insane.
It was, man, me and Steve, we really just jumped in the deep end of the pool on that movie.
I know, dude. And it was crazy, too, because where we shot it at that campground in Oxford or whatever. Yeah. And, like, if anybody has ever been to a campground, you know, there's, like, different buildings. You've got, like, you've got different bunks, and then you've got, like, the lunch building and the shower house and all this stuff. Well, there was this, I don't know what the building, was it a dance hall?
Yeah, it was a dance hall that we converted to our studio.
Yeah.
Our effects studio.
We showed up, and there was this dance hall where it was just a big empty building, and, we all showed up, and I remember you and Steven pulled up, and it was Steven's SUV with a trailer crammed full. They had shit on top of the top of the car. Yeah, it was like they were moving in, man.
Yeah,
I've never seen.
Packed up our whole studio and brought it with us.
Yeah, I have never seen somebody show up to a film set with as much stuff as you and Steven did. And then they moved into that dance hall, and you set everything up, and that was your domain for the 5 days that we were there.
I was going to say, for like the week we were there, yeah.
I know, man.
That was awesome. We had to fight off a raccoon.
Stealing the organs and stuff.
He was like trying to steal our organs and crap. Like one night we walked in and he's like flipped over the blood bowl that had like intestines inside of it, and he's like licking the blood off the intestines. We walk in, he's like, "What?" And we're like, "Get out of here."
Go now, get
right.
Go now, scat.
I think that's Hannah that says is Rob Canadian, because I've never seen anyone say sorry as much as him.
Sorry.
Sorry, eh?
No.
Carol, thank you. I love the hat too. Andrew's the one that he sent me a couple pictures of this one. Another one I carry, like two or three hats all together.
Like a pug one.
Yeah, a pug one. And he told me to take my pick. And for some reason, I think cat stuff is just fucking hilarious. So I wanted the cat one. Yeah, Alex, we can't wait to be on Don't Fuck either. I know that I think the plan is like June or July. I think is when the plan is to go back and do that.
I don't think it's set in stone yet.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
nothing's set in stone,
but
but I know that we're looking like sometime
in that time period
Yeah.
of summer.
Yeah, sometime in the summertime where it's not super hot, but it's not.
Man, was it hot?
It
Oh
was
my
hot, yeah.
god, man! It like I don't think there was a single day, especially being crammed into like some of the bunk houses and stuff that
Oh,
we were
man.
in. I don't know how, because I mean, in the dance hall that you guys were in, it had the open doors.
Yeah.
And,
And
like
it
you
was
guys had
just,
some
like,
airflow at
the
least.
walls
But
were made of screen.
yeah, so I mean, I'm sure that helped a little bit, but it was still so hot as fuck.
$5.
Felt humid.
Taint Bad's help on my carry
$5.
flick
That's
really.
me saying sorry.
Ryan Stacy says Taint Bad's help on my carry flick really changed the game on it. That's right. You did.
Yeah, we did.
You did the effects
For
on
She Burns in Hell.
Yeah,
She
you
Burns in Hell.
wanna talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
It's out on YouTube.
It's out on
right?
YouTube. Yeah.
All right.
Ask
We
them
should
to
have.
post a link.
Ryan, post a link.
Yeah, Ryan, if you want to post a link to the She Burns in Hell video on YouTube, go ahead and do that so that we can get it out there and people can see it.
Yeah. Our buddies from Concept Media was like, well, actually, it was an accident. I was like, hey, what are you guys doing this weekend? And Sean Burkett was like, we're filming this Carrie project. And I was like, you guys need help? And then he was like, no, we're good. And then I was like, okay, I'll be up there. And then
Just invited yourself.
kind of, but it was good for us to be up there. I feel the AC did work in our bunk. But,
Yeah, for the first 2 days.
yeah, and then it froze. But yeah, She Burns in Hell. Back to that. That stars Brittany Blanton as Carrie from. It's a Carrie fan film.
Yep.
In case people didn't know, it basically follows after she leaves the prom, and it goes closer to the book than the movie. So if you've seen the movie, I guess you might not fully understand. But if you've read the book, then this is for you. It's really closer to that, and I feel like kind of really is a visual interpretation of the book itself.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the ending of the book. So
Like I said, it's on YouTube. I've seen it. I know that Andrew, you did some of the special effects on it, or the visual effects.
visual effects.
Yeah, Andrew did some of the visual effects on it. I know that Rob and Steven
I
did
was the same way. I was just like, hey, I got this new program.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, so Andrew did the visual. Oh, there's the link for it. Ryan just posted the link in the comments. Click that link and check out She Burns in Hell on YouTube. It's a Carrie fan film, like Rob just said. Carrie fan film starring Brittany Blanton. Special effects done by Taint Bad, and visual effects done by Mr. Andrew Moore. Were you about to say something?
I was gonna say it also had Mike Pleska, Peyton Pleska, Mark Justice lent his voice to it. Just trying to shout out to
Did
people.
Brandon lend a voice? Or did
I think Brandon lent his voice. Brandon did. I'm pretty sure he was the principal, I think, or something.
Yeah.
I think Brandon lent his voice. Drop it here. Drop it on Twitch too if you can.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Andrew's gonna copy and paste the link from Ryan's comment and put it on Twitch so that everybody on Twitch can see it also. Also, I do want to say thanks to everybody on Twitch. If you are watching on Twitch, thank you for tuning in. We are coming to Twitch soon. As soon as we get to 50.
I could see myself up there.
Yeah, there we are. As soon as we get to 50 followers on Twitch, we are coming.
Oh my bad.
Jeremy Borisco, I think is how you say it. Jeremy Borisco. Carrie was awesome as a book.
Well, if you like the book, man, check out the link up there. Ryan
Yep.
Stacy's link. I think you'll like what we did.
Yeah, check out that link. Click that link if you liked the book. Like you said, click that link. Head to YouTube and check out She Burns in Hell from Ryan Stacy and Concept Media, and give it a thumbs up. Give it a like.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Great book. And Jeremy, Samantha, I don't recognize either one of your guys' names though, but thank you for tuning in. So yeah, let's move on.
Oh, Brandon showed me his ugly sweater if you want to see it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see it.
I'll put it up. You can keep going.
So yeah, after talking about the effects that you've done on She Burns in Hell and Don't Fuck and everything, why don't we get into showing Mr. Buzzkill?
Let's do it. Let's show
do
Mr.
that.
Buzzkill.
Do we see the... What is this?
Brandon?
Brandon's.
Oh my god. What is that on it?
Santa, man.
Is that... Brandon. Brandon.
Hell yeah.
That sweater is horrible. Jesus. So festive tonight. Damn right, Tori Jones. It's Christmas time here at H&H. So we had to gotta break out the Oh no, my I
Give
thought
me
my
a
sweater.
second here.
I thought my sweater lit up, but it doesn't. But my hat lights up.
Give me a second.
I
I'm
got
trying to post
tie.
a link to.
Rob's got his festive tie. Do what?
I'm trying to post a link to Twitch, so give me a second.
Oh, okay.
You're good, man.
So yeah, while Andrew's trying to get the link for She Burns in Hell posted onto Twitch, so while he's doing that, after that we are going to show Mr. Buzzkill. You said it's what, about 10 minutes long, if I remember right? Give or
Yeah, it's
take?
about that long.
So yeah, a little 10-minute short, and that's your directorial debut
That's
too,
my
isn't it?
Yeah, that's my directorial debut.
Yeah.
I wrote, directed, and produced it with the help of my buddy Joe T. Meyer, who plays Mr. Buzzkill in the short. Helped me write it and come up with the character. And then me, him, and Stephen Hackey, we all produced it together and then crapped it out into the world.
Crap it out. Jesus.
Into the world.
I think Jeremy is a mod from my FB group for a game.
I wish that sweater would burn in hell.
I wish that sweater. I don't know which one he's talking about, Brandon's or one of ours, because
Brandon's.
they're all yeah. Brandon, your sweater is
He said
terrible.
this is better.
I really should have borrowed that from you instead of buying this one.
I should have borrowed my girlfriend's. You guys ever watch Lizzie McGuire? Like, did you ever remember the Picture Day unicorn sweater her mom made her? Like, my girlfriend's got an ugly Christmas sweater with a unicorn on it and like frilly sleeves. Could've got
Good
that
God,
one.
yeah, you should have definitely wore that one.
It's pink and shit.
There was one when I went to Walmart this morning to buy a sweater. They had one. It didn't have it. The only reason I didn't buy it is because it didn't have like all these designs and shit.
Festive.
It was just a plain black one that had Santa on the front of it riding on a unicorn. It said, "I rode my unicorn here." And I was like, man, I mean, I like that, but I wish it was more like designy,
Yeah.
festive. But it
There
wasn't.
was T-Rexes dancing at a Halloween party
Yeah.
with lights on it. I
Yeah.
was like, aw.
They didn't have that in my size. I saw that. I almost got that one.
There's the link. Andrew just posted the link to She Burns in Hell on the Twitch. The Twitch
On
Twitch
the
comments,
Twitch.
whatever they're. I don't know what you call them.
They're Twitch comments.
Ooh, oh shit, Jeremy! I didn't see you were watching here on FB too. All right, Jeremy, if you are a mod from the group Hannah was talking about, thank you for tuning in. So yeah, let's get into. Are you ready for Mr. Buzzkill?
I believe so.
All right, we will go ahead and show Mr. Buzzkill, Rob Collins' directorial debut. You gentlemen read that. I don't know if that's I don't know if he's being serious or if that's a jack jab. But yes, Tori.
I mean, if it's Wicked Ones?
I'm
Yes,
pretty. He's
yes.
talking about Wicked.
Yes.
Yes, yes, we have, Tori.
Yeah.
You ready?
Lights around your neck and a cat hat. Between this and your Halloween costume, you need an intervention. Hey, Hannah, I do it for the show because it's hilarious and it looks stupid. So that's all the reason I need.
I think it looks good.
You damn right. Yeah. See,
You look good.
Rob's validation is all that matters to me.
Yeah, my
As long as Rob says that it looks good, that's all that matters.
Hey, goddamn it, Rob Collins said so.
So anyway, OMGS, the unicorn Lizzie sweater. Oh, so
Yeah,
somebody
see,
knows what you're
somebody
talking
knows
about.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Bunch of grown ass men that remember Lizzie McGuire and fucking shit from Lizzie McGuire.
If you
Oh, God.
believe. No, I can't start. That's the theme song. I can't start singing that. That'll be
Oh,
copyright
God.
for sure.
Oh man! All right, so we're gonna show Mr. Buzzkill, Rob Collins' directorial debut, short film that they did that Taint Bad produced earlier this year, back in January, right? Or they
Yep.
wrapped it back in January. So yeah, we'll go ahead and show that, and then we will get into the rest of the show. So here's Mr. Buzzkill.
Enjoy.
Dude, why did you bring her out here, dude? It should have just been the two of us. She's a total fucking buzzkill.
I don't know, man. She's just got this way about her that I can't seem to say no to. Bullshit, man. I am not whipped.
Yeah, and that's fucking oregano that you're smoking.
Hey, babe, that's why we were calling it a sycamore tree. What's up?
Oh,
I think I heard someone by our camp.
maybe it's Jason.
Who?
Dude.
What smells like pot?
Zach, he's a total pothead.
Total pothead.
Yep.
All day, every fucking day. 420. I brought joints for nights, girl.
Well, keep them to yourself. That could get us into real trouble.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Glenn, I'll keep it all to myself. Nope, no worries.
Man, what are you doing?
Trying to find the snacks. Where are they?
He's probably got the munchies from being so stoned.
Probably.
They're in that bag by the cooler, dude.
Oh. Awesome. So. Do you guys want to hear a true story about something that happened out here?
I don't want to hear any ghost shit.
It's not ghost shit. Well, maybe. It might be ghost shit. Okay, I don't know if it's ghost shit, but these people died out here like a while back. There was this like party back in like the 90s, right? What? What?
Party, 90s.
Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, so this guy comes barreling out of the woods, right? Hauling ass, dude. And he slits this guy's throat and he hacks up this other guy's face with a saw, dude. A saw, dude. So the cops come out and they do whatever the fuck it is cops do. And then the news comes out here and they do their news shit and they interview this guy. And this guy, swear to God, this fucking guy, this guy says in an interview, yeah, you know, it was like a total buzzkill. So the news donned him Mr. Buzzkill. Yeah, Mr. Buzzkill.
I've never heard of that.
You don't think he's still out here, do you?
I don't know, dude. He could be.
No, this place is pretty open to the public.
Yeah, you're right. He's just trying to scare us. There's people all over here.
It's getting kind of late. I'm kind of tired.
Oh.
Ready for bed?
Yep, I can go to bed. I'm
Bed?
tired. Yeah, man, we're gonna go hit the hay.
Oh, you're gonna go hit something.
I'm gonna get one of these marshmallows.
Taking my marshmallows. Well, I got something that I can go do by myself anyways. So fuck all of y'all.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? Did you just go?
No, I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss.
Glenn, grab me a drink. You owe me a new blanket, by the way.
You got this, man. You got this, buddy. Yes, just go back in there and chill with you.
Glenn.
Whew. Guys? You guys fucking with me because I'm high? Because that shit ain't cool. Guys, I said this shit isn't cool. Guys? Mr. Buzzkill? Oh, shit. A fucking saw, dude?
Let the title card go, though, unfortunately.
It's all good, man.
So yeah, that was Mr. Buzzkill. That was the short film that Rob directed and produced, and his company did all the effects for.
Right.
It's really fucking good, dude.
Thanks. Thank you. Hopefully you guys liked it. We worked really hard on one big effect for a short because I figured if you had one big effect, it might be memorable. So
Yeah.
I tried to go all out for one thing.
Yeah. And we were talking when we saw when he put the saw into the guy's back. Like that is such a that you were talking about it before we actually showed it, but it is such a good effect. You guys did so good on that.
Thank you.
Mike Anderson, bruh. That's right, bruh. Hannah Fox loved it.
Thank you guys.
A fucking saw, dude. Kit Kat, welcome to the show again. Glad you're
Saw,
tuning in. OMG, I love it. Damn, see, everybody loved it, man. Good job. And CM now has a Twitch account.
Nice.
Yes. Thank you, Sean. Hell yeah, Twitch. CM now has a Twitch account. Thank you so much. So yeah, Mr. Buzzkill, that's something that you hope to turn into a future.
Yeah, I'm hoping to turn
feature.
that. I'm hoping to turn that into a feature. I'm working on it and getting some things lined up.
Yep.
We'll see where the future takes us on that.
Hell yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. We can probably move this. We'll move it to the side a little bit. I know that make it a little bit easier on you.
Oh,
I know it probably cuts off the stockings, but oh well.
No, who cares?
Gotta make it to where Rob
Sorry,
can see
Danielle,
comments
Alex,
too.
and Hannah.
Quality
Yeah,
on
she put it
Twitch
on
is
the
so
floor.
much better, way less
Put it on the
It's all
compression.
good. It's right there.
Show Sean the way of Twitch too.
Alex just has to have a Twitch
yeah,
lesson.
yeah. Alex is just gonna have a master class on how to do Twitch. What?
Almost forgot about the keychains.
Oh yeah, one thing that we do want to show. That was fun. Great job. That was great. Screen went black before Rojo died.
No,
Yeah,
it was
that's
implied.
Yeah, it was implied.
yeah,
it was implied.
Supposed to fade to black.
It was supposed to go to a title card.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
supposed to
went
go to a title card, but it's all good.
Yeah.
That was the end. Sorry, guys.
Content Media LLC. Oh yeah, I see it now. CMLLC 19.
Oh.
Hey. Yes, that's Concept Media's new Twitch account. So yeah, anyway, before we go on into the show, before we start talking about Jack Frost and Black Christmas, we do have something. Ooh, I wanted to talk about bracelets too. We one thing that I do want to say is that we did finally got bracelets in. They are in. We have been passing them out as soon as I see people, and as soon as I see people or send stuff out. Like I know when we do giveaways and stuff, I will be including bracelets into the boxes or into the packages. We have those. Also, I know that I mentioned before that we have keychains coming too, and I mentioned keychains and Shy. I think we showed the pre-made, the master that he did. We showed Shy's master that he did. I think we showed it last week of the keychains, and it turned out so fucking good. It's okay, I can still see my stocking, so I won't complain. Fucking Hannah, Jesus. I need one of those. Hey, Alex, I will bring you, I don't know when you work, but I will bring you a bracelet to work. Next time I see you, I'll give it to you.
The moral of the story: always make sure your girl gets hurt.
So yeah, the keychains that I'm talking about. Shy made the master. Brought it to Sean's house the other day. We all went to Sean's and hung out at Sean's house for a few hours. Brought the master with him. I believe Sean sent me and Andrew a video earlier of him actually making the very first the very first keychain, very first official H&H keychain. He made the mold for it and everything, made the first one. He sent us a little video. We're going to show that quick little video, and goddamn do they look good. Thank you so much, Sean. So let's show that video real fast. Yeah, so here's the video for the keychains.
You're back. I got you.
Oh.
So yeah, those are the awesome ass keychains that are coming. Thank you so much to Cheyenne Gordon. Now, first off, thank you so much to Shy for sculpting the master for us. You did a fantastic fucking job, dude. I'm so happy with them. And secondly, what? Oh, is it fallen? Oh, we didn't even mention our Don't Fuck in the Woods ornament. I forgot that we put it on the tree. But yeah, first off, thank you, Shy, for making the master for us, and thank you so much to Sean for what is it, cooking it or
He made the mold. And
yeah, he made the mold, and then he baked
the
the master to make it. That's what you do, right? You bake it.
Depends on what
yeah.
what it was made out of.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean, for making the mold and everything that you've done, too, because I don't know the science behind it. Science and stuff.
Wow.
But thank you both so much, because I couldn't be happier with those keychains. And I can't wait to really finally start being able to send them out and have people have them. Like, I'm excited for that. Plug what?
That.
Oh yeah. Also, we have a new addition to our Christmas tree. Our Don't Fuck in the Woods creature from the Don't Fuck in the Woods movies is our little ornament. I think they're still available on Concept Media's website. $10 on Concept Media's website, which Ryan Stacy posted the link for in the comments just a few minutes ago. You can get these for $10. Little Don't Fuck in the Woods little creature ornaments for your Christmas tree. Super cool, really cool. Which actually, I'll tell you the truth. We got the idea for our ornaments from Sean, because these ornaments are awesome.
And
we were
keychains.
and keychains,
And we're gonna be making pins.
and we may be making pins as well. Thank you, Sean, for all the good ideas. So yeah, check out Concept Media's website to check out Don't Fuck in the Woods. You can also get your little ornaments here.
We're also getting 4 more of those.
Oh yeah. I will say that. Those are lit AF, fam. God damn it, Brandon. Lit AF. Thank you, Brandon. Where's the GD video giveaway? Because I still need to earn my. Oh yeah, we do need to do a giveaway. So, let's see. I have 2 questions. Do you have a specific question that you want to ask?
You can ask one.
All right. I have 2. Now, just so you know, the 2 questions that I have are they're kind of have to do with older cinema. So I hope you're prepared. First one is kind of, I'll give you the easiest one of the 2. Fred Gwynn from Pet Sematary. He played Judd in Pet Sematary. What was the TV show that he starred in the 60s?
I I know this one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I thought that's somewhat easy, and that'll be a good one. So Fred Gwynn, who played Judd in Pet Sematary, what is the name of the television show? And bonus points. You're not going to get anything extra, but bonus points if you can name his character also.
Full name.
Full name, yes, full name. So name of the television show and his character's full name from the show. Shake and bake. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you for. I'm glad that you're enjoying.
What's up, man?
Do what?
I know him, Lindsay Jordan Smith.
Do you?
If that's who I think it is. I know him. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna get a damn video. What does that mean?
I'm gonna get a damn video.
I think he's gonna...
He wants.
Oh, Sean, I gotcha. Tori Jones. There we go. Tori Jones has won. Yep. Sorry, Ryan. Tori beat you to it.
Right.
So yes, Tori, that is correct. So pick a number, Tori, from 1 through 4, and that will be your gift. Everybody is correct. It is the Munsters. Fred Gwynn played Herman Munster.
Oh, Matt Stout's here.
Yeah, Stout. Thank you for tuning in, man.
Nice.
Nice.
I need to make a little Matt.
You do, man. We're gonna have a tiny Stout saying nice all the time now.
A little stout.
Yep. So yeah, Tori, pick a number 1 through 4, and we will open your gift. So that was the first giveaway for the episode. We actually kind of forgot about doing them, but so we'll do 2 more throughout the show. Also, one more thing before we do go on, ornaments. We have 4 more coming in? We have 4 more ornaments coming in. Do what? Yeah, we have four more ornaments coming in, plus an extra one that came with the original order that we did not know that we had. So yeah, we have altogether 5 more ornaments to get rid of. So if you want an ornament, now's your chance. Frankie Stein, Herman. God damn it, Tori, suck my ass. She said the same thing to Shy last week, I think. Or no, she told Shy to suck her butthole. To quote it perfectly. Don't worry, Hannah. If you do not win one tonight, I guarantee, I promise you, next week you will win one, because we're giving
shit away.
We're giving
you get a DVD.
Yeah, we're giving a bunch of DVDs away next week. So don't worry, you'll get your chance. Lindsay, digging the show, man. I followed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. That's because I'm a winner, Ryan. Tori chose number 3. So this is one of Andrew's. Andrew's girlfriend glued this together.
We didn't have tape.
That's handy.
Oh, damn, that's a good one. Tori, It. You get the It on DVD. That's the remake too, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the It remake on DVD, Tori, that is yours. I will bring that with me to on the 12th when we meet for the Wicked Ones meeting. I will bring that with me. I hope he gets the Grinch. All right, so moving on into the show. Let's talk about some Jack Frost.
All right, Jack Frost.
We haven't even talked about anything.
Man, yeah.
We've been on forever too.
Looking for 51.
Holy Christ!
Sorry.
When is our Skype date to talk about Cookie? Hannah, I am going to talk about you this week. We're going to be talking about Christmas with Cookie next week on the Christmas episode, and I do want to have you on as a guest via satellite.
I'm gonna make that intro.
I know, man. We need to get on that this week. We definitely need to make the via satellite intro. But yeah, Hannah, we are going to have you on next week as a guest to talk about Christmas with Cookie. So we will do that. I wish he. I've actually heard really good things about Leprechaun Returns, and I've heard that it's 1,000 times better than that goddamn shit heap Leprechaun Origins was.
Yeah,
but
man, that was bad.
That's neither here nor there. That will be the St. Patrick's Day episode.
Right.
So
that'll be a rant for that.
Yep. Damn right. So yeah, Jack Frost. Let's talk Jack Frost.
All right.
Jack Frost is a movie that came out in the early 90s. What, 90? Actually, no, it's kind of, I was going to say, kind of later 90s. Yeah. 97, I think.
96, 97, one of those two.
Fucking Jack Frost.
Yeah, not the one with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, not the Michael Keaton one. Not to be confused, but I will say, I fucking love that movie.
I did too. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so good, and it makes me cry. Moving on. But yeah, Jack Frost, the horror movie, not the Michael Keaton family friendly movie. But Jack Frost, 1997. It's a movie that when I was a kid, back when like video stores were
Right.
big. I used to go to the video store and
Same here.
I used to rent it all the time just because I liked it so much.
Yeah, I liked it too as a kid, and like
Nothing beats a leprechaun in the hood.
Nothing does beat Leprechaun in the
fucking
Hood.
Jack Frost. I used to love it and rent it as a kid, but the first time I rented it, I remember I was deceived by the cover. I was like, "What is this like snowman looking monster?" And then you get it, and it's like this big shitty suit in the
Yeah.
movie that doesn't move. And I'm like, "What the fuck? This is not the same movie I wanted."
Yeah, I know, man. I mean, it is kind of a letdown, but I mean, I still enjoyed it as a
Yeah,
kid, and
I
even
did
as an
too.
adult. But I mean, it's just such a. I mean, it is really, really corny. It's a really
Right.
corny. Like you said, the costume, it's really shitty. But I mean,
it gets the job done. Though,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
yep.
It was an indie film, like.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like, it was Molly Shannon, not Molly Shannon, no, Shannon Elizabeth.
Oh, Yeah, Shannon Elizabeth, which I forgot when I rewatched it today. I forgot that she was in
Yeah,
that.
that was her first role.
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
in movies.
And then she she gets. I'll break it down for you. In Jack Frost, for those of you, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's what 20 years old. If you haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
then tough shit. Because it's about to get spoiled.
Spoilers.
It's about to get spoiled. Jack Frost is in the movie. He was a serial killer named Jack Frost. He's on his way to. He's in a prison transport on his way to prison or on his way to. He's about to be executed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like Death Row?
Yeah,
or something
on his
like
way
that?
to his execution.
Yeah.
The transport truck that he's in gets in a wreck, collides with some kind of chemical.
Yeah,
The truck
biological, chemical shit.
hauling biological chemicals, gets in a wreck. He gets doused in this hemical. His DNA and his soul or spirit or whatever gets molded with the snow,
Yeah.
and he becomes Jack Frost, the killer snowman.
They did a little like body melting effect in that scene where
Yeah.
like this is spoilers like we said, but like there's like this little body melting scene where they take this fake skeleton, you can tell, and they're just like holding it off camera, moving it up and down. It's like
Yeah.
melting in the snow and shit, and then by the time he finally fully melts into the snow, it's like a little snowman like handprint that goes down. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
It's so bad, but
Yeah. It was good at the time.
So I knew what you were talking about this week. Yeah, Brianna, I know that I mentioned, I told you that we were going to be talking about it this week, so I'm glad you watched it. I just reported your comment, Sean, as hate speech.
I was talking about Samantha as well.
Samantha? The cover scared the hell out of me in the video store, so I had to rent it. Yeah, exactly.
see?
Yeah. That was, and I agree with what Rob said. That was one of the biggest reasons why I rented it the first time as a kid, was because the cover, it had I remember it had that 3D, whatever you call that, where
The holographic.
yeah, the
thing.
holographic where it changes from
Yeah.
regular snowman to scary snowman,
Right.
and it just looked so cool. And then you rent it and you get it home, and like you
you're
said, it's
kinda
just this,
disappointed.
it's just this shitty,
Movie.
yeah, just this shitty movie. But I mean, it's a classic. It's a classic, cheesy, campy.
There's some good parts of it. Like, one thing that really bothered me about it is that little boy. Like, the kid Ryan. Like, the little boy. That's his name, right?
The sheriff's son.
Yeah, the
yeah,
sheriff's
yeah,
son. He was like, he like made his dad oat shit.
yeah.
And like, what'd you put in there?
Antifreeze. Yeah, and it's like, what in the hell were you
What-
thinking?
Why aren't your parents watching you, kid?
Why do you have such easy access to all these
Right.
chemicals, and then you're trying to feed them to your dad?
Right.
And then come to find out the antifreeze oatmeal is what kills Jack Frost.
Right. Oh man, and then the second one, that fucking. Oh, okay. So that ties into the second one. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You're good, man. You're
I'm-
good.
Jack Frost.
I know, and that's the thing. Like, the plan was I rewatched the first one this morning, and I was planning on watching the second one again too, because it's been years and years and years since I've seen either one of them. And I watched the first one this morning. I was going to watch the second one, but I ended up falling asleep. So that really sucks, because I know that you said that in the second one there's like 3 times as many kills
Yeah, there's
than in the first one.
there's like 33 or 35, one of those, like around that time, around that number of deaths in Jack Frost Part 2. But in Jack Frost 1, there's 10 kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 kills.
And if I remember right, doesn't Jack Frost Part 2 take place? Doesn't it take place in like the summertime or something? At
It's
like
like
a,
in the Bahamas.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
at like a beach resort or
Yeah,
something like that.
like, and they got a new suit. New movie, new suit. But they had another like snowman suit for Jack Frost to wear this time. It had arms that were movable,
Yeah.
but you could tell he was wearing like oven mitts.
Yep. And that's exactly what his hands look like. They really
Yeah,
did just look
look
like
like
big
oven
oven
mitts.
mitts. Yeah. His face melts. So funny. His melting goes under the doors and shit, right? I swear I just watched it last week, but could be another. Yeah, that's Hannah, that is the one where he can
He can melt and shit, like he's fucking like Alex Mack or something.
Yeah, oh my god, you remember Alex Mack? Oh my god, I love that show, dude. But yeah, totally. He's just like you said, just like Secret World of Alex Mack.
Yeah.
He can melt and freeze, refreeze on command. So he melts and then like
That's how he gets in the tub.
that's how he gets in the tub. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Shannon Elizabeth, her death in that movie. Like I said, he can melt and refreeze whenever he wants to, but he melts into a tub, and then Shannon Elizabeth walks into this bathroom because she breaks into the sheriff's house.
Right.
She walks into the
that.
bathroom of the sheriff's house that she just
forgot
broke
about
into, and she sees that a bath is run, and she's like, "Ooh, this looks." So she just takes a bath in this house that she just broke in and entered into.
Right.
And she's in the tub, she's cleaning off and everything, and then Jack Frost refreezes, and her arms are stuck inside of him, and then he just, I don't know if he's banging her, or
I
if
think he's supposed to be like banging her.
yeah, I think
but,
it's
like,
implied that he's having sex with Shannon
Right.
Elizabeth.
But like he like just
Yeah, it's just him going back and forth and smashing her head against the wall,
Right.
and then that's how she gets killed.
right. And she's dead.
Yeah, and then she's dead, and that was the end of Shannon Elizabeth's role in that movie. But yeah, Hannah, you are talking about the right one. That is the right movie where he melts and refreezes and kind of flows under the door to get inside places.
There's two Jack Frost movies. I'm criticized for wanting to do a killer Christmas midget elf movie, and there's two Jack Frost Snowman movies.
Yeah, Tori, there are two. There was actually going to be three, which we were actually talking about this before we went live tonight. There was supposed to be a third one, but I think they had started writing it. If I remember reading it right, they had started writing the third one in the series, but the guy, I can't think of his name, but the guy who played the sheriff in the first two movies was unexpectedly killed, ironically, believe it or not, in an avalanche. That's terrible to think that it. I don't want to laugh about that, but it is very, very ironic that he spends 2 movies running away from a snowman, and then he gets killed in real life by an avalanche. Like, how? That's just crazy to me.
Right.
So yeah, there was going to be a third one, but because of his untimely death, they scrapped it, so there was never a third one. Doesn't he shove a carrot through someone too? He might in the second one, but I know in the first one he can shoot icicles out of his hands. Like he's got icicle guns. Yeah. Oh, I haven't done finger guns yet tonight.
There you go.
At all tonight. So I did handguns.
Handguns in honor of Jack Frost.
If you're not supposed to drink antifreeze, then they wouldn't make it taste so good.
Right. Doesn't it look so delicious with that green color?
I know, it does. I think it's definitely implied he's doing her, and her head banging off the wall cracked me up. Yeah, I mean, exactly.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't even look violent. It's just her, and then she's dead. His carrot nose goes through his body during that, doesn't it? Like I said, I can't remember. I know that he kills several people with his icicle guns.
Don't finger
Jared the Reaper. Don't finger. Hannah, I'm trying to refrain. I really, I know that I overdid it last week. I didn't. Last week was, yeah. See, Rob will take care of it for me tonight.
Can you say bang bang? Is that like Mick Foley's copyright?
Bang bang! Yeah, fucking Cactus Jack. Well, now I couldn't help it. He was doing it, and it made me want to do it. All right.
It's like a drug addict, man.
Yeah, I was peer pressured into it. But yeah, Hannah, I am trying to refrain. So
everybody's doing it, man.
I'm trying. So yeah, the second one, like I said, I really wish I would have got to watch the second one today, but I fell asleep. But yeah, like Rob said, it takes place at a beach resort in the Bahamas or something. I do remember that much. Other than that, I really don't remember a whole hell of a lot about it.
Like the therapist, the sheriff main character from the first one is seeing this therapist, and he's like, maybe you should go away, like on a vacation to kind of relax and stuff. So they like, him and other survivors from the first movie all go on this like group vacation to the resort and shit. And then like Jack Frost has the ability to like travel as a carrot solely now. So Doug Jones, the dude from The Shape of Water, is in this movie, like in the very beginning, and like he gets killed by fucking an icicle coming out of the ocean through a boat and like impaling him. And I'm like, that's the dude from The Shape of Water. Like, it's crazy to me to think that Doug Jones is in the second movie. But anyway, so he travels to the beach as a carrot, and then like he uses his ability to like melt and shit, and like forms up, and then like has the power to freeze the whole island, so it like starts snowing, so everybody's having like a beach snowball fight and shit like that. And the sheriff is like freaking out because he's like having PTSD and shit. Yeah. And so like he's like, him and his wife are all like inside, and like his friends are like, we can't have snowball fights. So like they all go inside and be sad. and like that turns out the Jack Frost comes, and like they don't care, but the main character guy is like all freaking out, and like kind of falls into this weird psychosis state that like he like is like freaking out, doesn't know what to do. But like someone says something about like a drink that they threw on one of the snowballs that Jack Frost throws up these snowballs, and fucking they turn into little gremlin creature type things. and like yeah, the Pan's Labyrinth Eye guy plays in the fucking Jack Frost.
Yeah,
game.
okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So they throw this drink on the fucking snowball, and it like melts and dies and explodes, and like the sheriff from the Maine was like, he was like, what's in that drink? And he was like, well, I can't have that because I'm allergic to bananas. So one guy that was in the movie from the first one was like, oh, when you guys were in that antifreeze bathtub in the first movie and you had open wounds, your DNAs must have like contaminated each other, so Jack Frost now has your banana allergy. So bananas kill Jack Frost in the second movie.
Oh my god.
So they arm themselves with like squirt guns full of like this banana cocktail, and then like fucking heat like hair dryers like they did in the first one.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, it's bad. They have bigger ice spikes, like he shoots them and shit in the second one, and like these little snowball creatures are running around, and it's a mess. Like,
now that you mention all that, I do remember. Like I said, it's been years since I've seen it, but I do remember the small little snowball creatures. I do remember those. I remember the banana arc that they tried to do, and I remember the island freezing. But other than that, I don't really remember a whole hell of a lot more of it. Like I said, I really wanted to rewatch it today, but I fell asleep, and then I had to. Then I watched tonight both Black Christmases, so my day was kind of packed. But I think I am going to go home and rewatch that tonight, though, because I remember it being real. I mean, the first one wasn't phenomenal by any means.
The effects in the second one are better than the one in the first one.
Yeah,
and the first one's kind of bad.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, still, like I said, for low budget, or late 90s films. I don't know. I think the second one probably came out in the late 90s too, didn't it? The second one is just ridiculous. Sorry, this is off topic, but I heard during the filming of Freddy Krueger, or possibly another film, maybe The Exorcist, there was some creepy shit going on, like the copy machine was printing 666 and stuff like that. Y'all know anything about that?
No, I didn't know about that.
I do not know anything about that, Lindsay. Pan's Labyrinth Eye guy. Doug Jones started his career as the moon-shaped head guy in McDonald's
commercials.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember hearing that he was in the old school McDonald's commercials. I think those are the ones, Brandon, that you're talking about, where he was the moon head guy, and then he was on like a platform, and somebody was playing piano or something like that, like in the city.
I feel like I remember that
over a cityscape or something. I remember those commercials.
I was wondering why the moon wore sunglasses.
I don't know. Well, because the moon is only lit because the sun's reflection. So maybe that's why he's wearing sunglasses, because the sunlight reflecting off the moon to the earth. That makes science. I don't know. That makes science. Now I'm really sad I didn't have time to watch the second one before tonight. I have to watch it. See, that's how I feel too, Rihanna. It's been so long since I've seen the second one.
I would at least watch them.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
Watch them and give them your own judgment.
That's like I'm pretty sure I remember telling Rihanna before, because she texted me last week and asked what we were going to be talking about tonight, and I told her Jack Frost and Black Christmas. And if I remember right, I'm almost positive that I warned her, like, don't go into Jack Frost thinking that it's some fantastic, phenomenal movie, because you will be severely let down, because it is not. But I mean, still, it's one of those movies that it's a holiday Christmas movie. It's something that you should at least watch at least one time in your life, just to see and form your own opinion.
The scene from the first one that always stuck out to my head was the bully character and the little boy Ryan that did the fucking oatmeal shit.
Yeah.
He's making a face for Jack Frost, and like the bully comes up and like starts talking shit, and then they have those sleds that have the blades on them.
Yep.
So the boy like gets knocked down, the bully gets knocked down, and like it cuts his fucking, like the guy goes down the hill and it cuts his fucking head off, and they just threw it through the air.
Yeah, they just threw his head. They just get a shot of the head flipping through the air. And I remember that scene was always one that really stood out to me ever since I was a kid. Like, remember, that was the one scene, even though it'd been years since I'd seen it, that was always the one scene that I always vividly remembered.
Same here.
Was the kid getting knocked down and the other kid on the sled coming down and cutting his head off.
Because I was like, who the fuck has sleds like that?
Yeah, dude. I mean, nobody uses sleds like those are so fucking dangerous.
It was filmed in Canada though, so
yeah, that's true too. I'm sure. I mean, Canadians. I'm sure that they still use those old timey bladed sleds. I don't know. I've never been to Canada. Need to watch Jack Frost 1 and 2. Brandon, you're gonna hate them. You're definitely gonna hate the Jack Frost movies.
They would be a good.
This director couldn't make shit stink.
It probably echoed so bad.
Oh well. I've stayed past my normal time. Time to get ready for me. I'll be on leave next week. Though, so hit me up. Out my second debit. What the fuck, Hannah? Wow. Leave next week though, so hit me up. Out my second debut via satellite, I guess is what you're saying.
Oh, probably, yeah.
All right, Hannah, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week. Like I said, I will message you probably tomorrow or sometime this week. Message you sometime this week about the plan for next week. We will have you on. We're going to talk Christmas with Cookie with Hannah, and then I have a few other movies that I plan on talking about next week. But Hannah, I will talk to you this week. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thanks for tuning in.
I like your little wave.
Making breakfast. Or dinner.
Actually, she said she was just gonna feed her kid dry noodles or something. Just kidding. But no, she did say noodles or something easy.
Samantha knows the. You're talking about the head throw, like which one's worse, Jack Frost or Thanksgiving?
Yeah, is she talking about the head throw, or is she just talking about movies in general? Because both are. I mean, Thanksgiving is bad too. Which actually, as a matter of fact, we did a Thanksgiving episode on. That was the
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was the couple days before Thanksgiving, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
I think it's pinned on there.
Yeah, we talked Thanksgiving on the show too, Samantha. About fuck off, DJ. See, now Hannah has to go back and correct every single one because her original message didn't make any goddamn sense. But Hannah, I knew what you were talking about. I knew what you meant. I'm just giving you shit. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. So yeah, we'll move on. Next up, we will do another giveaway. Hannah, before you go, we'll do another giveaway real fast if you want to.
Don't leave.
Another one, or?
Yeah, we'll just do it because we're only giving 2 more. Oh, yeah, give me 1 more. All right. Next question is somewhat of a. No, I think it's still kind of easy. So next question for the next giveaway is, what famous monster? This is another older question that you should probably be brushed up on old movie trivia. But what famous monster is Lon Chaney Jr. famous for playing? I think that's a good one too. What famous monster? I'm not expecting to love them. I know what I'm getting into. I just haven't seen them yet. I mean, like I said, Brandon, they're decent movies. They're worth watching. They're a fun watch, but they're very terrible. So don't go into it expecting much. So yeah, what famous monster is Lon Chaney Jr. famous for playing? Just give it to me, Hannah. That's what she said. God damn it. So yeah, give it to me. Like I said, Hannah, if you don't win tonight, you will win next week. I promise you that. So while answers are coming through, Lon Chaney Jr., what famous monster is he famous for playing? While answers are coming through, let's move on into, let's talk some Black Christmas. Jack Frost was a hoot. Oh, Corey Dawson. Thank you for tuning in, Corey. I saw it for the first time last year. I saw it for the first time last year.
He's on it.
Corey, Wolfman. See, Corey is on it. Right when he gets to the show, he fucking boom. He knows. No, not the Mummy. That was Boris Karloff, for your information. But no. Actually, Hannah, you are somewhat correct. Lon Chaney Sr., his father, played Quasimodo. So that was close, but no cigar. But no, it was not the Mummy. It was the Wolfman. Corey Dawson, thank you, or congratulations. Pick a number 1 through 4, and we will get you your gift. So yeah, where was I going? What was I about to say? Huh?
Black Christmas.
There was something else that I was getting ready to say too before that. I thought, but I guess not. Yeah, so anyway, moving on. While Corey is picking a number 1 through 4, Corey, we're going to talk about Black Christmas. So let's get into that. We're going to talk. We'll talk the original, and we will also talk the remake of Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know that we talked a little bit about it before we went on about how it came out 4 years prior to Halloween,
right.
And they kind of had like the same
opening a little bit, like that POV style opening, looking through windows and crap.
Yeah.
But some would say that was like it's arguably the start of the slasher genre.
Yeah.
Is Black Christmas.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that, Tori?
Yeah, Tori.
Just kidding.
See ya, Hannah. Have a good night. Frog. What is she talking about? Frog? I don't know. Have a good night, Hannah. We'll talk to you next week. But yeah, you are right. I mean, it definitely. I wouldn't say that it was because I think didn't Chainsaw Massacre come out before Black Christmas, or they came out like right around the same time.
I think it did come out before.
So I wouldn't say that. I mean, it is. I do agree that it is. It can be argued that like the at least one of the first for the number of lobes. There we go. All right. So we have Corey's gift. We'll open that in a second. Well, I don't know what time you got to go to bed, so we'll just open it now because I know it's late. So Corey Dawson picked number 4 for his giveaway gift. Man, we wrapped this goddamn thing. Boom.
Nice.
Corey gets a double feature. So congratulations on that. Boom. Corey gets the Addams Family and Addams Family Values combo pack. So congratulations, Corey.
Did you see they were doing like a Addams Family reunion at like, not to plug Orhound or anything, but like they're doing like Christina Ricci is going to be there and shit.
Are they really?
Yeah, like
really.
The guy who played Pugsley and Lurch is going to be there.
No shit.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing that Christina Ricci was going to be there, but I didn't know that they were doing a whole Addams Family reunion type thing.
Yeah,
damn, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, Gomez is dead, but
oh yeah, he did die, didn't he? Yeah. Which sucks too, because he was really good as Gomez.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was really good as Gomez.
Yeah, that really does suck. But yeah, that's really cool. That'd be awesome.
Doc Brown's going to be there. Christopher Lloyd, that's his name.
Yeah.
In real life, he's going to be there. He played Fester.
Yep, that's right, he did. Damn, that's all. And that's Whorehound?
Yeah,
is that the one that
in Cincinnati?
The Cincinnati. Oh man, that's fucking baller.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to that. Honestly, I'd like to go to that just to meet Christina Ricci.
Right.
And Christopher Lloyd. So yeah.
Doc Brown. Doc.
I gotta hit that sack. Ryan, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.
See you, man.
Get some sleep, man. Yell at me all you will. Never saw the original Black Christmas. Brandon, I've only saw it just a couple of times. Today might have only been like maybe the third time that I've seen it. Actually convinced Mel to view a Silent Night, Deadly Night, Black Christmas double feature the other night. I always confused Black Christmas with the Tales from the Crypt episode. Yeah, there was a Tales from the Crypt episode that was kind of, wasn't there? I don't know. I can't remember. I know in the original Tales from the Crypt movie, there was a tale in the movie where there was a crazy escaped mental patient that went to the main woman's house. I can't remember her name, but went to the main woman's house, broke in, and she had murdered her husband, and then he broke in and he murdered her, and maybe that's what you're talking about, Samantha. I don't know.
didn't really watch a whole lot of Tales from the Crypt for some reason.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh man,
I don't know why I didn't.
grew up loving that show. And but yeah, there's an old movie, an old original Tales from the Crypt movie that's really really good, man. I highly recommend it. It's so good. And a family double feature. Yes, Corey, you win the double feature. So yeah, serial killers. Yeah, I think I do remember that episode, Samantha. So yeah, moving on. Black Christmas. Like you said, it could be argued that it was at least the start.
At the start.
Yeah, and I know that it was definitely. I don't think that there was any movie before that where killings took place during like a holiday. I think I would say that it's probably the first holiday.
Yeah, I don't think People Time was a holiday.
Yeah, which is the thing. I love like holiday slasher movies. Like I
didn't know there was so many like Christmas movies, like Christmas horror movies.
Yeah,
until
dude.
like I started like looking into it.
Yeah,
I was like, holy crap!
There are a ton, dude. And like, I knew that there were a lot, but I didn't realize just exactly how many there were until this month rolled around and we were trying to do these Christmas episodes. It was like,
luckily, you got a lot to pick from.
Yeah, exactly. Like we've got enough to where we could probably do 4 years of H&H and have new content for every Christmas episode.
Maybe there's almost more Christmas than Halloween.
Season 1 episode All Through the House. Stout, is that the Tales from the Crypt episode that you're talking about? I think I do remember that episode. And I think, if I remember right, I think All Through the House, which actually there's a movie that I just watched not too long ago called All Through the House also that we talked about a couple episodes ago. But I think that episode of Tales from the Crypt might be based off of the original story from the movie that I was talking about as well. We're in the Amicus Tales from the Crypt movie and the series. So yeah, Black Christmas. You said that that's one of your...
That's one of my favorite movies, horror movies. But it's also one of my favorite like Christmas movies too. Like the original one has a lot of funny parts in it. Like if you watch it, like the same guy that directed the original Black Christmas directed A Christmas Story and Porky's. So like, I don't know, there's comedy in both of those. Yeah. And Black Christmas, he just had horror in it too. I don't know, I liked it a lot. As a kid watching it, I liked the, for some reason I'm always drawn to like Christmas lights and stuff.
Yeah,
I love lights, so Black Christmas was a good one for me. And then like with the remake, they really focused on the lights, so that's what really drew me to it. Yeah.
I really like the remake. Like you said, they really did focus a lot on the lights, and they did a really good job on like set decoration with the Christmas lights and made it look really Christmassy. And because I don't even think they even filmed that like around Christmas time. And I was gonna say that about Jack Frost too. Like, I think they filmed that in Canada, right? Is that what we said?
They filmed it in Canada.
They said that the foam and everything that they used, like it was just foam because it was like 70, 75 degrees there while they were shooting Jack Frost. I just thought that was kind of crazy, but yeah, Black Christmas though, set design for especially the second one where they really focused on like the Christmas lights and they made it feel like really festive and Christmassy, and then they had the sinister backstory of Billy and his crazy ass sister.
Yeah, his sister daughter.
sister daughter.
They really focused on Billy on the remake, but not so much in the original. And then in the original, that kind of made Billy more creepy because like, you only really get to see him at one point when he's looking through at he's peeping through a door crack. And man, that scene where his eye is just, and he's like talking about his like daughter sister.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name right now.
Agnes?
Agnes,
was that what it was?
I wanted to say Atticus because.
Yeah, I think it was Agnes if I remember right.
Amicus, that's what he said.
I was under the impression that St. Nicholas' origin had to do with him saving children being packed in pickled in barrels. Like Christmas and Texas CM both came out in 70. Oh, so they did come out in the same year, Brandon. Yes, it was. Rob's like a moth. He loves light.
It's so beautiful.
Stout, I have seen Santa's Sleigh. I do remember Goldberg being in a Christmas movie. I've only seen it one time, a long time ago, and I remember it being fucking terrible.
There was a lot of people in that though. Like Fran Drescher was in that.
Was she?
Yeah, Chris Kattan was in that.
What? See, it's been so long. I've only seen it once, and I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, like she gets her head set on fire and shit.
Fran Drescher, she is the one with the super obnoxious voice, isn't she?
Yeah. Fran Drescher. Yeah.
That was spot on.
She's the nanny.
That was good. Yeah, the nanny. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I've only seen it the one time, and I didn't even remember her being in it.
Yeah. Fucking.
All I've seen of the Goldberg film is that dinner scene, and I'm dying to see the rest.
Yeah, the dinner scene is what. That's pretty good.
I think while I was looking for movies to watch this month, I think Santa Slay is on Amazon Prime. Maybe it might be on Prime if anybody has Prime.
You should watch it, man.
But yeah, I remember what you're saying in the original Black Christmas. The only time that you really get to see him is his eye coming through.
Right.
The rest of the time that you really like get a glimpse of Billy is like he's always really really shadowed. Like half of his face is really shadowed. You never really get like the full on like look at
Here
him.
he is.
Yeah. But in the second, I can't remember. In the first one, was the story? Did he have like the jaundice like he did in the remake, or was that just
that was just in the remake? But like in the original one, like I don't think that was really supposed to be that backstory that like that was his house growing up. I think that was just a sorority house that this creep guy like moved into or some. I'm not sure 100% on that actually, but I know in the remake that's when they did the jaundice thing.
Yeah.
Like the first one, I feel like Billy was kind of a mystery and like I don't know, that played to it, and like the ending of the original one was really cool too, I thought.
Yeah, how they kind of left it open for
interpretation.
Did she? What was her name? Fuck, I can't remember the Jessie. Was that her name? Yeah. Did she get killed or did she not? Because as the camera zooms out of the house, the phone starts ringing and nobody ever answers it, so it kind of leaves it to where you don't know if she got killed, and like you said, leaves it open to interpretation.
Right. That movie. Sorry, I just remembered the lady that's in charge of them because they're at a sorority house.
Yeah.
So like the lady, I can't remember her name right now.
Mrs. Mack.
Mrs. Mack. She's like an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I just remembered when one girl's dad comes to pick her up, and like he's going through the house, and she has to like hide this like nude poster and stuff, and like she's like covering it up and shit, and then like she's looking for the cat or something, and then like she's like, Mr. Claude, where are you at, you little prick? And then the dad just happens to walk by, and he's like looking at her like that, and she's like, oh, and then he walks off, and she takes a drink, and she's like,
yeah, because the dad's like really prim and proper and like really like uppity, and yeah, she's covers up the nude poster with her hand, and then she tries to open the door to conceal it, and then as she leaves the room, he closes the door and really looks at it, and he's like, oh.
Yeah.
And she's pulling alcohol out of everywhere. She pulls the alcohol out of the toilet. Yeah, out of the book.
Out of the back of the toilet.
Out of the toilet tank.
That's ridiculous.
Jesus. Yeah, that was Goldberg film. Wasn't James Caan in what? Was he in the Goldberg movie or Black Christmas? Because I know that he was not in Black Christmas. Carol Kane. I don't know. But I don't know who Carol Kane is. That name doesn't even sound familiar. I don't know.
The girl who played Jessie, though, I think that was the girl. She was also in the original It movie. She plays Bill's wife when they're adults, or girlfriend. Or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, she's the English lady that like goes after them, and like Pennywise like hypnotizes her at the gas station and shit. She was in It, like. And then Margot Kidder was in that. She was Lois Lane. Yeah. Yeah. There was a few people. The dude from 2001 Space Odyssey, I think is what it is.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie too.
Yeah, like that guy's in there.
Yeah. It did have. Now that you mention it, it does have a few names that went on and did pretty big things. Yeah. Oh, they're talking about Santa Slade, James.
Oh, okay.
Is it Can or I never know how to say his last name, Con or Can. But yeah, Santa Slade. Like I said, it's been years since I've seen that. I can't remember. All I remember is Goldberg is in it. That's all I remember about that movie.
Did he spear anybody in it?
Did he spear anybody? What was his?
What it was?
What was it? Jackhammer? Is that what his suplex?
I thought it was a spear.
Yeah, he had the spear, but then he had like his like suplex thing too. Was it the jackhammer or something? I don't know.
I only remember him setting up and tackling people.
Yeah.
That was it.
Fucking wrestling. I used to be a big wrestling nerd.
I still nerd out wrestling.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh man, I used to be so hardcore into it. WWF though, not WCW.
Right, I was all WWF. Now it's WWE.
I was WCW.
Well, that's because you suck.
That's funny.
So yeah. Anyway, which so between the remake, I don't know how you feel about remakes. Like, what are your thoughts on remakes?
Okay, I don't mind remakes, but I'm getting kind. I'm kind of tired of some remakes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel there's a lack of creativity out there. That's why I'm trying to do my own shit. But then I feel like you can also say that everything's inspired by everything else, so nothing's 100% original anymore anyway.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I like the remake of it. I like the cast of the remake. Man, I can't remember anybody's name right now for some reason.
I know that Michelle Trachtenberg was in it, played Harriet the Spy way back in the day.
Oh my god,
yeah,
I
dude.
forgot about her.
Yeah, way back in the day on Nickelodeon. She was in it.
The girl who played Regina George from Mean Girls was in it.
Yeah, what was that? Lacey Chabert? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think that is her.
She was in it. I admit I've never seen Mean Girls. It seems like everybody else has though, so I feel like I'm out of the loop. But
We should go watch it tonight.
we should have
Watch
Mean Girls
Mean
night.
Girls night.
I got a onesie over there.
Yeah, we'll break out our onesies and have a pillow fight. I'm serious. I really want to do that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Lacey Chabert is in it, which she's been in, I guess.
She was the original Meg Griffin voice.
Was she?
Was.
Was
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
No shit. I don't think I knew that about her.
Yeah, she was the original Meg Griffin. And then Ramona Flowers was in it. I can't remember her name. Like, the girl who plays Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim. Mm-hmm. I cannot remember her name, like, to save my life.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
She was in, like, Sky High and shit.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I see her face. I just don't know.
Yeah,
I can't think of her name.
Sorry, girl.
Yeah. Sorry. And I can't think of this woman's name either, but the original girl who played Phyllis in the first one
Right.
came back and they
She
made her
was
Mrs. Mac,
yeah.
the house mother or den
Right.
mother or whatever they call them.
Yeah, we'll call her Den Mother. That sounds nice.
The den mother of the sorority in the remake. I thought that was really cool that they brought some to pay the respect that the original deserves. They brought somebody back from the original to be in the.
And they had a lot of cameos too, like there's a kill with a glass unicorn.
Yeah.
That was like that's how Margot Kidder got killed in the first one, the original one, like that stabbed with the unicorn, and then that was a callback, and then they had a couple of callbacks to the original that I thought was cool. They brought Bob Clark on; he's the director for the original. They brought him back as a producer, so he was involved with it, and he gave the seal of approval.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't know if you knew this, but Harvey Weinstein was like a producer for Dimension, so he went in on set, and they say he fucked up a lot of shit, but he wanted it more gory and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And then they felt like, a lot of people said that they felt like that took away from Glenn Morgan's vision.
Yeah.
Glenn Morgan was the director for the remake.
Yeah, I do remember reading, because, I mean, I've said it before, whenever I watch movies, I get on IMDb and I go through and I just read trivia just because I find that shit fascinating.
The same here.
You know what I mean? And I did see that, I guess, Harvey Weinstein caused a whole bunch of drama because he wanted it more gory and he wanted it to... And a lot of the things that he wanted, like, I guess there was one kill where... I don't remember which character it was, but they ripped the girl's eyeball out, and then he wanted it was Michelle Trachtenberg's character. They would cut her eyeball out, and then they wanted her to be dragged down the hall by her eye socket. But I guess what was it? Moore didn't feel like that was original enough,
Right.
and he wanted to do something a little bit crazier, a little bit different, and so they ended up killing her with the ice skate to the back of the head, which was super fucking super gory, and it looked really gross.
Yeah, that movie was pretty. They did a lot of eye shit in that
I know,
movie.
dude.
Like,
I know.
A lot of people got stabbed in the eye.
It was like, what was that? All through the house, where he was just cutting everybody's dick off. Yeah, All Through the House, the movie that we reviewed a couple weeks ago or last week or something. All Through the House, the killer just cut everybody's dick off, and in Black Christmas remake, they just cut everybody's eyeballs out.
Yeah.
Like.
Billy even leaves the girls a gift, and it's like a baby doll that has no eyes in it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's crazy.
And then I know that his sister Agnes, she got her eyeball ripped out, and then I know at one point she rips out both eyeballs of one of the characters near the end of the movie.
Doesn't she eat one or something?
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
she eats it and it all gushes out and explodes,
like
and they're my family now.
You're my family now.
That's funny.
Do you want to watch Mean Girls? Rihanna, set it up. We'll have a Mean Girls night. Let's do it. I'm down. Mean Girls night, I'm on the way. Did Carrie Fisher play the house mother? No. Carrie Fisher was not in either one of the Black Christmas movies.
No.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I don't know what's
yeah,
the answer to,
that's the girl who plays Ramona Flowers and shit.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I believe I'm thinking Sorority House. Yeah, I think Carrie Fisher was the den mother in Sorority House. That does sound right, Stout. I could be wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I think she was the house mother in Sorority Row. Yeah, Sorority Row, not Sorority House. Is that the name? Yeah, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Rob said I think that is the name.
Yeah. I do believe so.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Let's do another giveaway.
Time for another giveaway.
Let's do one more giveaway before we wrap it up tonight. I know that we've been on for. It's late. We went on an hour late tonight. You got to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Not
yeah.
really.
Oh okay. Do you got to work?
No.
Neither do I. All right, so let's do one more giveaway. I need a question. I don't have a question for this.
I got one. Okay. This might be a little bit hard, but I don't think it is.
Okay.
All right. What was the first horror movie nominated for an Oscar?
Ooh. That's a tough one, but we'll go with that one. First horror movie nominated for an Oscar.
I just looked it up.
All right, so yeah. No shit. Huh. So first horror movie, not the first movie. First horror movie ever nominated for an Oscar. And winner gets a DVD. This is going to be the final giveaway for the night. And then, like I said, next week when we're on next week, I know that I'm going to have Hannah Fox on as a guest via satellite. Hannah will be on. We'll be talking about Christmas with Cookie. I do want to talk about when's our lunch date, Rob?
I don't know, man. You hit me up.
We'll be talking Christmas with Cookie. I also want to probably talk about Krampus. A few other ones. Do what?
Someone said, "Hey, from Colombia."
Duque Parado from Colombia. Thank you for tuning in.
Might want to say the question again.
Silence of the Lambs.
Nope.
No, Rihanna, it is not Silence of the Lambs. The question again is, what is the first horror movie ever nominated for an Oscar? Not Silence of the Lambs. Damn, that is a really fucking hard one.
Do A, B, or C then, alright? Yeah, like
Yeah, okay, we'll do
Well, they know it's not Silence of the Lambs.
yeah, it was not Silence of the Lambs. Let's do Get Out. Halloween. Hold on. Let me think of one more. We'll do A, B, C, D, E. Get Out. The Shining. No, not The Shining, but that's going to be one. No, not The Shining. What'd I say?
Get Out.
Get Out. Halloween. Exorcist. And what's one more?
The Omen.
The Omen. That's a good one, yeah. The Omen. Psycho. No, not Psycho, and not Get Out.
I think
First horror movie.
I think
Damn,
I
dude.
stumped the crowd. Sorry, guys.
Jesus. First horror movie ever to be nominated for an Oscar. While we're doing that, like I said, next week we will have Anna on. Gonna be talking. Oh, next week is the actual Christmas episode. It takes place on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap.
The Exorcist.
From Colombia.
Duque Parado. Exocerts. Should we bang him on spelling?
It's up to you. He's from Colombia.
Best movie Oscars. I don't know what that means.
I mean, that was the category it was nominated for.
Oh,
Best Picture.
okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yes, the correct answer was any nomination? No. The correct answer was The Exorcist. What? Duque Parado. He got it right, but he spelled it wrong.
Who else said it?
Brandon said it. Didn't we
already
bank
won.
somebody on last week for spelling?
Yeah, but he already won though.
Yeah, I know. All right, Duque Parado. That pick a number 1 through 3. Yes, the correct answer was The Exorcist, though. That was a really fucking tough one because I didn't even know that either. None of us knew. Rob looked it up and found it. And that was a tough one.
Sorry, y'all.
Read the timestamp. I won. Hold on, go up. Did he win?
Yep.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Shit!
By 4 seconds.
Brandon did win. Brandon did win by 4 seconds. Oh, I never even look at the timestamps.
I never
Hello
either.
from Paraguay.
Damn. So yeah, Brandon did win. So Brandon, pick a number 1 through 3.
Lucci plays.
I think you got to go back down. Check the timestamp. I never even.
He. Oh god. He
Oh,
picked the
hold on,
DVD
we
and
lost.
everything.
We lost the. Hold on, we lost them.
Huh?
We lost the comments.
Oh.
What happened to them?
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened. But anyway, the timestamp. Brandon did have the correct answer by 3 seconds, or was it 4?
4.
4 seconds. By 4 seconds. So, Duque Parado, I'm sorry, Brandon did beat you.
We'll send him a bracelet.
We will send you a bracelet. Dude said 3. Let him have it. Okay, 3.
All right.
Oh, that's the one that Rob brought.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this one is Rob's, wrapped in newspaper and everything. So
Yeah, wrapped in
Why is it
newspaper.
wrapped in newspaper?
yeah.
That's part of the urban legend for Billy from the remake.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the
He thought
sisters.
of this shit.
Yeah, the sisters have to give Billy a present every year, and they wrap it in newspaper.
Yeah.
So I
That's
wrapped it
right,
in
that is-
newspaper
that's good.
for Black Christmas.
The Duque Parada, you get. Oh damn, dude. Damn, that's a good one. Duque Parado Pumpkinhead, which we had a Pumpkinhead episode. What was that? October? Actually, Hannah was on that episode, wasn't
Yeah.
she? Yeah.
Tell him to PM us his information if you're sure.
Duque Parado on Twitch. Text us your, DM us your information on Twitch, and we will make sure that we get that DVD to you. All right, so yeah, let's. What was the other one? The other DVD that we gave away. Oh, what was it? Tori.
Yeah.
Congratulations to
Oh, yeah.
Tori for winning it. Congratulations to Duque Parado for winning Pumpkinhead, and Corey Dawson for winning Addams Family and Addams Family Values Combo Pack. So with that being said, that's gonna wrap it up for us tonight. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for everybody tuning in on Twitch, Facebook, everywhere else that people have watched from. All the new faces for tuning in tonight. Thank you all. Big thanks to Rob Collins from Taint Bad Productions for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
We've wanted you on for a while, so I'm glad that we were finally able to make it. Did you make your winner board yet? No, we haven't. We have not made the winner board yet because we are lazy, Leanna. So, no. It's a great idea,
Have her make it for us.
and we just haven't got around to doing it. I will try to do it this week, though. I promise. That way we can have it for the Christmas
That is
episode.
Rihanna, right?
Yeah, Lady Rihanna. Yeah, yep. So yeah, anyway, that's going to do it for us. Thanks again to Rob. Thanks again for everybody for tuning in. Next week we will have Hannah Fox on. We'll be talking about Christmas with Cookie. We might even have cookies. We'll be eating cookies with Hannah, and might even be decorating some cookies. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but it's coming. My Tuesday great. I can make it for you. Thank you for tuning in, Rihanna. It's always a pleasure. Could you say hello to Colombia before we go? Duque Parado from Colombia. Hello to Colombia, and to you, Duque. Congratulations for winning
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead. Yes, congratulations.
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 Do your movie guy voice.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Samantha from Memphis. Have a good night. Thanks everybody for tuning in. That's gonna do it for us. We will see you next week, and until then, keep it creepy, y'all. And finger guns. I don't care. I don't care.
Merry Christmas, bitches!
I was trying to not have to fucking ship a